In the green bar. Can you talk to she here? One point. But she did, yeah, she put up a 1, yeah. Maybe she misunderstood.
Well, I'll refresh them.
Real tech core definition only. Communications. Hey, Shalom. Yes. Where did you go back to? Are we good now, yeah? Yeah, I can hear it. Don't forget. Alright, okay, sorry about that. I have a technical problem, so sorry about that. Let's get cracking anyway, man. A bit behind now, but yeah, man. You know, when you ain't gonna learn to buy from no pastor, you know, and crocodile shoes, man. You know what I mean? The prophets of God living in the ghetto, man. You know what I mean? They got boots and braids and beards. Give me Matthew 5:17.
The book of Matthew chapter. The book of Matthew chapter 5 and the 17th verse. Think not.
Oh, this is Christ speaking, man. Christ saying, think not, don't think. You know what I mean? Remember, you were young, your parents listen, don't think, you know, you're gonna come in this house and do what you want to do, you know. I mean, don't even think about it, man. Don't put it in your mind. And Christ saying, think not, read.
That I have come to destroy the law.
And Christ saying, don't even think of the law, man. That means you still can't be a homosexual. That means you still can't eat pork. That means you still can't be a whore. Christ said, don't think I've come to destroy the law. But these pastors said the law are done away with. These pastors have Christmas service, have pork in the church, man. Your pastor ordains 2 men to get married. How are they men of God when the man that we follow said, think not that I've come to destroy the law?
Yeah, they also have Halloween.
Exactly, the Halloween in the church, man. What has Christ got to do with the pumpkin face? What has Christ got to do with ghouls and goblins? Nothing, man. Halloween is nowhere in the Bible, so why is the pastor keeping Halloween service?
All the prophets, anything Jeremiah wrote, still stands. Anything Ezekiel wrote, still stands. Anything Nehemiah, Hosea, Amos wrote, still stands. Christ said he didn't come to destroy what they wrote. You know? I am not come to destroy, but to
Christ, I ain't come to fulfill means to carry out. Christ came to carry out. It's wrong to be a homosexual. To carry out and not eating pork, man. You know what I mean? Your pastor saying it's okay to eat pork, man. How God cleansed that pork. That's a lie in the Bible, man. You know what I mean? We're gonna get that law. Give me Leviticus 11:1. See, because we didn't want to follow these laws, man. We went into slavery because we didn't want to follow these laws. These same laws that you're breaking today is the same reason why the drugs in your neighborhoods, man. Police brutality in your neighborhoods, black on black crime. And we gotta keep these laws to become better citizens for the Most High, man. You know what I mean? We're gonna go in this Bible and show you some laws that you're meant to be keeping. Give me Leviticus 11:1.
Leviticus 11:1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, Aaron.
So the Most High speaking to Aaron, to Moses and his brother Aaron. You done?
Saying unto them, speak unto the children of Israel.
And the Most High telling Moses to go to the children of Israel. Guess who the children of Israel today is? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Right. God told Moses to come to us, man, and to give us laws and commandments, things to do, things to not do, man, rules to follow and things not to follow. The Most High gave us rules, black man. He gave you rules. The white man said you can't do a 40 and a 30-mile zone. The white man says you can't park on a double yellow. The white man says you must pay your taxes. The law gave us laws, man. You know what I mean? And the same way the white man said you shouldn't park on a double yellow. The same way the law said you shouldn't eat pork. The same way the white man says use some laws, the white man. The same way the white man says you must stop at a red light. God said you must sleep with a black woman and throw her away, man. We got laws also that run our society, you know?
And said, these are the beasts which ye shall eat among all the beasts on the earth.
So the Lord said, black man, these beasts you can eat, and these are the beasts you can't eat. And the Lord's going to give a rundown on the foods you can eat and the ones you can't eat, man. You know?
Verse 3, what is the hoof and is cloven, what's it?
So the Lord's saying, these are the beasts you can eat, man. Ones which have a hoof that's split and cloven footed. So any animal that has a split hoof, the hoof is a foot, man. Any animal that has a hoof, it's split like kind of like this. We done?
And
And with the cud.
And that animal got split hoof and chews the cud. You know what I mean? I'm not sure if you know this, but a cow has what?
Right.
It will eat grass, regurgitate it, meaning vomit it back up, and eat it again. It goes into one stomach. It will regurgitate it again, chew it down, it will go into another stomach. You know what I mean? And that substance that they vomit back up, that's called the cud. You know what I mean? That sticky, chewed up grass that they vomit back up is called the cud, man. And saying this animal must chew the cud. That's sheep, that's goat. They chew the cud. But guess what? Horses chew the cud also. But this is the problem. Horses don't have a split hoof.
Right.
The Bible said they must have both. They must have a split hoof and chew the cud. Horses chew the cud, but they ain't got a split hoof. Pigs have a split hoof, but they don't chew the cud. It's the problem. So they gotta have both, man. Camels chew the cud. Their foot ain't split like a cow's, like a goat's. You know what I mean? Horses chew the cud, but they got a round hoof. Therefore, you can't eat that. It has to have both, black man. You know what I mean? If our people knew this, then maybe we wouldn't have high blood pressure to eat all that pork. We wouldn't spend a killing on an abomination called lobster, man.
Among the beasts, that shall ye eat.
So this is the law among the beasts, not among the fishes, not amongst the birds, just the beasts, man. A beast is a four-legged animal. Lions, tigers, zebras, horses, that's beasts. Anything that has 4 feet, man. You know what I mean? Any wild beasts. And that's the law of the ones you can eat and can't eat. So you can eat sheep. You know why? I didn't choose a cud. You can even eat a giraffe because of the split hoof and choose a cud. You can eat goat, you know what I mean? Or black pepper, oxtail, covered goat, and you can eat that. But what? You can't eat camel. You can't eat horse. You know what I mean? You can't eat elephant. You can't eat pig. We done?
Verse 4, ever the letter S, these shall ye not eat.
But these are the ones that you can't eat. The Lord said what you can eat, and now we say what you can't eat, man. We have rules too. In this white man system, you can't run over a dog, man. In this white man system, you can't eat a dog. In China, you can, but over here, you can't eat a dog. Dogs are protected by the government, man. And the other man, you couldn't eat rabbits. You couldn't eat pig. You couldn't eat horse. The same way in the white man's kingdom, if you run over a dog, you have to call the policeman. You get caught eating a dog, you're gonna get locked up. And in our kingdom, we have the same rules, man. You done?
Verse 4, cheweth the cud.
So start from verse 1 then.
Verse 4, ever the letter S, these shall ye not eat.
So it's saying, the most I said what you can eat, then he goes, but anyway, nevertheless, these are the ones that you can't eat. Now we're going to run down the beasts that you cannot eat, read.
Of them that chew the cud.
Of them that chew the cud. So there's animals that chew the cud, but you still can't eat them. You know why? Because they don't have a split hoof. So the Lord's saying, these are the ones that chew the cud and you still can't eat. You done?
Or of them that divide the hoof.
Read.
As the camel.
As the camel. So the camel chews the cud, but he ain't got split hoof. That's why you can't eat him. Read on.
Because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof.
See, the Lord explained it. Self-explanatory. You have to have both. You can't have one or the other. Read on.
He is unclean unto you.
And he's unclean to you. You can't eat that. So them Arabs over there in Saudi Arabia, you know what I mean? If you're a black man over there in Saudi, you know what I mean? You can't eat camel. You can't eat that camel, man. You can't eat that camel. You know?
They also eat the camelback, I mean, like the fat. They
they eat the hump of the camel, man. And black man, you're forbidden to eat that. You know what I mean? The rules are right here. I'm reading the laws right here. I'm reading the Constitution. You know what I mean? I said forbidden to eat that.
And the coney.
What?
And the coney.
Okay, we get coney for the Bible dictionary. The Bible and the coney, you can't eat the coney. You know what I mean? The Bible has a lot of animals have an old term for them. So we're gonna go in the Bible dictionary and show our people what these animals are today. You know what I mean? So just so you know. I think the animals, you know.
Yeah.
Well, if you go to coney, you direct you, yeah? Any question in the meantime, by the way?
No.
Yeah, let's see what I've got.
Yeah, it's heavy because, you know, a lot of us, we don't understand that we have commandments. You know, we think to follow the white man's laws, that, you know what I mean, that's the law that, you know what I mean, we know, but way before that, we had commandments, and those commandments range from everything, what we can eat, who we can have for a wife, you know, I mean, how we should deal one with another. So it's very important that, you know, we know that we have laws and we have a standard that God requires of every black and every Hispanic man. So, you know, you got some Christians say, well, would God kill me for the food that I eat? And the answer is yeah, you know what I mean?
Exactly, that's true. You know, many people say, I don't see my God. Wait, Chris Rock made a joke about it. He said, I'm a good person, why would God kill me for my diet? I don't believe God will kill me because of my diet plan. Well, you're wrong. And you got your pastor to blame for that, man. Your pastor told you that. Your pastor told you that God's all up and God don't care about your diet, man. When God does, God put laws in the Bible that you're supposed to follow, man. And look at the evidence. You're gonna tell me white people don't eat pork. White people eat pork, man. But who's number one with high blood pressure? Heart disease, you are. They eat pork too, so why are you getting high blood pressure at a high rate? You know why? Because God told you not to eat pork. He didn't tell them not to eat pork, he told you, man. That's why you're getting punished for it. Like, if you read the Polish book,
like Coney, the Zondervan Bible Dictionary, the Coney is similar to a rabbit.
So a Coney's a rabbit, man. You know what I mean? I'm not sure, you know, some people, this probably new younger people there, but there's an old song, man, called Run Rabbit Run, talking about a British farmer trying to catch a rabbit with some pie. You know what I mean? That's against the law, man. People eat what's it called, stew,
Yes.
a rabbit stew, a rabbit pie. That's against the law. You can't eat rabbit, man. That's in the Bible. You know? It's like go back to the scriptures. 11:5. These are open, all right.
Leviticus chapter 11 and the 5th verse, and the coney
and the rabbit, man. Any type of rodent, man. Rat or anything, mouse, possum. You can't eat that, man. The coney, you know,
because he cheweth the cud.
So the coney chews the cud, man. It does chew the cud, you know.
But divideth not the hoof.
But it doesn't have a divided hoof. It doesn't have a divided foot, not split hoof, you know.
He is unclean unto you.
You can't eat no coney. You know what I mean? No rabbit chew for you. No rabbit pie for black people. You know what I mean? Rabbit, you can have it as a pet if you want. You know, buy a kid a rabbit. You know what I mean? No rabbit pie for black Hispanics, man. Verse 7.
Verse 7.
Sorry,
verse 6. And the hair.
And the hair. Another type of rabbit, you know.
Because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof, he is unclean unto you. Verse 7. And the swine.
And the swine, man. Swine's old. Is it in the dictionary? Swine's an old English term for pig, man. Certain that our people love, man. Our people love that jerk pork and pork chops and, you know what I mean, bacon sardines, full English breakfast. You know what I mean, sausage and egg butties. Swine, man. Certain that giving our people the most blood pressure, the most cancer, the most heart disease. Let's see what God says about the swine. It's like get swine in the Bible dictionary first.
Swine at the Zondervan Bible Dictionary, a hog and pig.
The hog, swine's a hog, man, or a pig. You know?
Swine referred to a number of times.
There you go. So swine's a pig, man. So that our people love the most. Our people love that jerk pork and that full English breakfast. Let's see what God says about this swine, this pig that he loves so much, this bacon that he loves so much, this bacon sardines, this full English breakfast. Give me these pork scratchings. What else do people love? These Haribo sweets, man. These
black
pudding, these black pudding, pig blood. Let's see what God thinks about this swine that you love so much, man. Let's see if God approves of this pork eating that our people are doing. Are we done?
Yes, and the swine, though he divides the hoof.
So yeah, the swine does have a split hoof. You look at a pig, yeah, its hoof, its leg, its foot, rather, has its split. We done?
And be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud.
Yeah, man, swine don't chew no cud, man. You know what I mean? Swine eat anything. Swine eat trash, their own feces. You know what I mean? So back in ancient times, a swine's job was to clean up dirt, man. You know what I mean? You have dead bodies and trash. There's no sewage back then. So you get a herd full of swine. A swine will eat up all those dead animals, all the trash, and you have a clean plot of land. That's what swine's made for, man. Not for human consumption. Especially you black man, you're holy man. You can't put anything in your temple.
Right.
You can't eat anything. When last time you see Prince Charles in McDonald's or in one of the Jamaican shops, you'd never go there. He's royalty, man. He eats good food. You know what I mean? He's royalty. And guess what, black man? You're royalty too, man. You don't eat anything. You don't eat swine, which has worms in there, tapeworms in there, causes heart problems. You're royalty, man. So I can
Now, just off the back of that, someone who's rich, they don't eat at any regular place, and like with a lot of the food that they eat, it costs like a lot. Even just like a regular sandwich that we would buy, we like the bread and the meat. It costs them £60 for like a decent sandwich.
You don't tell me. Anyone rich, you're not gonna see them in Green Island. You know what I mean? Eat that from Jamaican shop. You're not gonna see. You're not gonna see it, man. You're telling me Donald Trump eats regular bread, you know, regular this and that. You don't. He's royalty. You know what I mean? A special chefs and so forth. And guess what, black man? So do you, man. You're royalty, man. You don't eat anything. You don't put anything in your mouth. But that's what black people say. They didn't glamorize it, but they glorified it. Made argument it's cool to eat pork. The Bible, man. A common sense should tell you, man. You know what I mean? Every black man got a nan out there, high blood pressure, man. Gout, swollen ankles. When white people eat pork too, man. Indian people eat pork too, man. I don't see them with gout. I don't see them in the hospital ward with heart disease. I don't see them going for blood pressure checks and taking blood pressure tablets. You know what I mean? I got a nan, man. If I'm born this woman on blood pressure tablets, man. I'm even serious. So thinking about, I got this one for my high blood pressure, man, and my this and like that. That's because God told you not to eat pork. We don't know.
Just when you were saying about how like they eat fancy food and that, yeah. I know that some of the posh people, like the Queen and that, yeah. You know, like with the pollution, let alone they don't eat just unclean food. They eat fresh food, yeah. Like with the pollution and acid rain and stuff, yeah. They get food that's grown in these big biodomes, like a greenhouse, but massive, and it has air conditioning, filtered water, like it's fully controlled. The soil is pH tested, the air is conditioned, the water is filtered, everything is just immaculate in there. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. So the Queen ain't eating anything. These rich people ain't eating anything. But black people, you eat anything, man. Like it's bad enough to eat the pig, man. When we take it a step further, I start eating the intestines, man. That's disgusting. I call it chitlin. Start eating pig feet, man. Pig ears. You know what I mean? Have black pudding, have pig blood. If the pig ain't bad enough, you eat the worst parts of it as well, man. We don't like.
He is unclean to you.
You can't eat pig, man. Pig is unclean to you, black man. You can't eat no pig, man. You can't have dirty Haribos. You can't have pork scratchings, pork skins, anything that contains unclean animals, man. You can't eat this. We don't eat.
Of their flesh shall you not eat.
Of their flesh you shall not eat, man. So no bacon salads, we black man. No full English pork breakfast. Now fair enough. You can have turkey bacon. That's fine. No, they got a problem with bacon as long as it's not pig bacon, man. You know what I mean? No, they got a problem with sausage as long as it's not pork sausage. You know what I mean? Like,
and the carcass shall you not touch.
and you can't even touch the carcass of a pig, man. That's how abominable it is. That's how disgusting it is, man. If you walk in the street and you saw a dead pig, you can't even touch that, man. You better wrap it in a blanket or something and dispose of it, but you can't touch it. That man, you can't even go to the supermarket, man, and touch bacon, unless it's covered in plastic. You can't even touch a sausage. That's how holy he was, man. That's how highly the Lord thinks of you, man. The Lord looks at black people like royalty. They can't eat pork and they can't even touch it, man. You can't even see a sausage and touch it. You can't even touch a Haribo sweet, man. You can't even touch a bacon and egg sandwich. You're holy. That's how holy God sees you as. That's something disgusting. You can't even touch it, let alone eat it. You know?
They are unclean to you. You want to read verse 9?
Yeah.
Alright. These shall you eat of all which are in the waters.
Okay, so the Lord laid down what beast you can eat, man. You know what I mean? So let's see, pay attention. You know, people online, what can't you eat? What's the requirement of the beasts that you can and can't eat? What's the requirements? You know, I'm gonna give you time to figure it out. But in the meantime, we're gonna keep reading on. You know,
in the waters.
So now the Lord's gonna lay down rules of what you can eat in the water. You know what I mean? In the sea, there's many animals, man. The Lord already laid down the law of what you can eat on the land. Now going to lay down what you can eat in the waters. In the water, there's many animals, man. There's fish, swordfish, sharks, crocodile, crab, lobster. You know what I mean? The Lord's going to lay down which and which you can eat and which you can't eat. You know?
Whatsoever have fins and scales.
Which have what?
Which have fins and scales.
Now, fins is like, have you ever seen a shark? A shark's fin, and it's above the water. Like so. That's a fin. That's a fin. So you can eat. If it has fins and scales, you know?
In the, it's like in the waters, and then in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
So you can eat anything in the water that has fins and scales, man. Fins and scales. Now, we all know sharks got fins. Everyone's in the cartoons, the shark fin is above water. But a shark don't have scales. A shark don't have scales. It needs to have fins and scales, man. You know what I mean? So mackerel has fins. Mackerel.
I believe so.
I believe mackerel that don't have no scales, man. And many black people love mackerel, man.
Sardines.
And you know what? You don't have scales. You know what I mean? If you can cook fish, all you got is with a knife on the side of it, man. You can see if it has scales or not. So sharks you can't eat, man. The shark has a fin but no scales. Dolphin got fin but no scales. Crabs don't have fins or scales. Prawns don't have fins or scales. But you can eat starterfish, parrotfish, and guess what? You can't eat catfish. Catfish it doesn't have fins and antenna.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man, I think I tissue. Hey, boy. Well, yeah, man. Yes, have fins and scales. So a lot of things that sea you can't eat, man. Only mainly fish you can eat, and some fish don't even have scales. Some fish don't even have fins. You know what I mean? So I can add something there.
You're saying with a catfish, it has like two, what do you call it? Tentacles or something like that.
Yeah, antenna in there. You can only eat things in the fish with fins and scales, man. You can't eat tuna. Tuna don't have scales. They say the scales of the tuna is you can see under the microscope. You know what I mean? So Moses dropped his law to the Israelites. I'm pretty sure they didn't have microscopes. A tuna fish is basically ugly because they wouldn't know. So I can read that again.
Verse 9. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters.
Okay, so the Lord laid down what you eat on the land. Now, you know, laying down the water, divided into sections. Like, right, now I'm going to tell you what you can eat in the water now, right. What you can eat in the river. Black man, you're doing fishing. This is what you can and can't eat. You're going sailing. This is what you can and can't eat. You know what I mean? You're taking your kids down to the river, do some fishing. You got your net and so forth. That's cool. You can catch certain stuff, you can eat it. But I'm going to tell you what you can and what you can't eat while you're fishing, while you're sailing. You know?
Whatsoever have fins and scales.
So the requirement is it needs to have fins and scales in order to eat it, man. Like snapper fish has fins and scales. I don't know about sardines. I got to check some of these, you know. Sardines good. You know what I mean? Sardines have fins and scales, man. Cod has fins and scales. So you know what that means? That chip chop fish is cool, man. That battered fish, I don't know who wants to eat that, but it's cool. And fish is good, man. You know what I mean? You can eat that, man. You know what I mean? For certain fish you can't eat, black man. You can't eat. What's that?
Yeah, on that, yeah, you know, the tuna unclean, yeah. Like, first thing with the scales, obviously, the white man's the devil, man, because, like, if you look at a human skin close up to the microscope, you think, hey, what's that? Is that like a snake skin? Exactly. Made up a little bit, and also, tuna, commonly when I hear about tuna getting recalled because of E. coli and all that, honestly, I can remember about 4 or 5 times in my little life, yeah, I've seen it on the news where they're recalling all Aldi tuna and Asda recalls all their tuna and different times because it carries sicknesses, man, or whatever the problem. You know what I'm saying? It's dirty, man.
A lot of time, you know what? Go to the shop here and get a catch tuna here. Don't buy it. Look at it. And on the bottom of tuna, they dolphin friendly. That's what it's done there. What happens a lot of time is when they get tuna so big, when they get tuna, sometimes they get dolphin also. So they're telling you that this brand is dolphin friendly. That we've filtered out all the dolphins in there. That's how you know that tuna's not clean because the disciples were sailormen. So when they went to sail, they cast their nets in the sea. Now you ain't catching no tuna with no net. Have you seen the size of a tuna? You ain't catching that on a rod. You can catch it today because the white man has all sorts of boats with gigantic nets that can catch a shark, million sharks. Well, back in them days, you ain't catching no tuna. I'm telling you that now. So sharks you can't eat, crab, shrimp, lobster you can't eat. And do you know, black man, that a lobster come from the same family as a cockroach? You can see the resemblance, man. And the white man tells you that you must take your woman out and spend a killing on an abomination, man. Spend a killing on something that God said you can't eat. Spend a killing on something to impress a woman and break God's law. Tell you to take your woman out to red lobster, man. You know, that's an abomination. That you're eating a roach, you're eating an insect, man. That's the insect of the water. Sorry,
you're saying yeah, it's an abomination, but I've spoke to someone who actually had that crab lobster and said that you can't even eat it. There ain't nothing to even get out of it.
Yeah, the inside of it, break the legs, eat the inside of it, man. Look at a crab, man. A crab is a big spider, and they got all people eating this, man. And that's actually pastors, man. Yeah, you pastor for that. You pastor manuals and twist scriptures saying that you can't eat pork, man. You got all people who are holy, man, eating insects, eating pigs, man, with worms in there. Pigs eat trash and dispose of trash, man. You're eating that, but you're holy, man. No wonder our people think they're nothing. Meanwhile, the white man here eating that, man. The average white man, bro, these high white people, they ain't eating that, man. They know better than that, and they ain't catching the same diseases you are. You got high blood pressure, man. You got gout. You got heart disease. You're eating these things, and God forbade you to eat it, man. We know that.
Right. Have fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers.
So whether it's in the sea, river, or water, man, the difference between the sea, river, and water is the size. A river's a little something that's like the river's a little something that you can see the other side of it. You know what I mean? That's a river. There's fish in the river sometimes. You can sit on the side of the river bank and, you know, cast your net in there. And they got seas which are bigger. They got the ocean which is even much bigger. It don't matter whether it's in the river, the sea, or the ocean, man. The same rules apply. Fins and scales. You done?
Them shall you eat. Verse 10. And all that have not fins and scales in the sea.
So now we're going to read about that. The insects in the sea which don't have fins and scales. That's your lobster. That's your crab. That's your shrimp. That's your prawns. That's your tuna. We're going to read about what happens to these animals here. Let's see if these animals are edible, man. We done?
And in the rivers.
So whether it's in the sea, the river, or the ocean, man. You know, black cat, you're about 1,000 in the ocean, though. You say everyone, the best regardless, man. Any type of water. We done?
Of all that move in the waters.
Of all that move in the water. We're not talking about just fish only. You know what I mean? We're talking about fish, crab, alligators, frogs, all of them that move in the water. We done?
And of any living thing which is in the waters.
And the Most High make it clear that anything that's living, man, anything that has a pulse, anything that has a heartbeat, anything that has breath, anything living in that water, man, we done?
They shall be an abomination unto you.
So anything in that water that doesn't have fins and scales is abomination, man. Abomination means disgusting. You know, black man, when you walk in the street, and all right, imagine it's Sunday morning, raving and partying. You know what I mean? You're going to work on Sunday in the morning, and as you're walking, you see a big pile of vomit, man. You know what I mean? Did you go over there and play with the vomit? You scar it, like, you walk around it. The creation of an abomination, man. Vomit, disgusting filthiness. That's how you're supposed to be when someone brings a plate of pork to you, man. When someone brings you some prawns, meant to be an abomination. Look at that plate, like, what the hell is that? Not digging. You know what I mean? Not ask for some ketchup. It's an abomination, disgusting. It's like
I was gonna say, and also like what lets you know that it's an abomination is when they're cooked, they don't even smell it. Like you smell bacon or crab, you don't smell it like with lamb and chicken. It gives a nice smell. Them things can really smell kind of bad.
See, I grew up in a Rastafarian background, so I never ate pork. You get me? But apparently pork is salty as hell, man. Like mad salty. You know what I mean? So that should show you, it's not edible. You can't even drink salt water, you'll die. So why are you gonna eat some salty meat, man? You didn't apply no salt to it, you get it salty. It's like I don't want either.
Also, verse 11, they shall be an abomination unto you. You shall not eat of their flesh, but you shall have their carcasses in abomination.
Yeah, man, have their carcasses in abomination. Meaning when you see that carcass, when you see a dead crab, you look like, oh, let me just slide around here, man. You know what I mean? So get it out of here, man. Cover that with a cloth. Get it out of here, man. No, you're not supposed to, you know, use a shell of your house or ornament.
You're not supposed to have, you know, crabs all up in your house. Nah, man, the carcass, the dead body is an abomination. You can't have that. You know what I mean? If you want a pet snake, that's fine. You can have a pet snake, a pet tortoise, but the carcass, the dead body, you must have an abomination, man. You know?
Verse 12, whatsoever have no fins or scales in the waters, that shall be an abomination unto you.
So anything in the water with no fins or scales is an abomination, man. So someone needs to tell the French people, stop eating frog legs, man. Some people need to tell the black people down south, stop eating catfish. Some people need to tell the Jamaicans to stop eating crab legs, man. You know what I mean? Tell Jamaicans stop eating prawns, man. Having prawn soup and pepper prawns, man. Stop putting prawns on pizza, man. Stop eating shrimps. That's what some people need to tell our people, man. Our people die. We're violating these laws, man. You know?
And these are they which ye shall, have in abomination among the owls.
No, a fowl is a bird, something with wings, man. So the Lord, He laid out what He can eat on the land regarding 4-footed beasts. Then He laid out what He can eat regarding things in the water. Now we're gonna go to the animals in the sky that fly, man, that live in the trees, that live in nests. We're gonna see what we can eat amongst them, man. And guess what, black man, I got some good news for you, man. Chicken is fine, man. I know every black man's biting their fingers and sweating right now. Chicken is fine. So we're gonna lay down what you can eat from the fowls of the air, you know?
They should not be eaten. They are an abomination.
What verse?
The 13th verse,
Okay,
the middle. The eagle.
The eagle. So it's saying these fowls of the air you can't eat, man. These birds you can't eat. And the first one they mention is the eagle, man. You wanna know what an eagle is? You know what I mean? Type it on Google, man. Get yourself a $1 bill, a $1 American dollar bill, and an eagle on the back of that, man. And the eagle's a bird of prey. You know, when the eagle opens its wings, it's 6 foot, man, from one side to the other. And the eagle will swoop down, and it's so strong it can pick up lamb and throw it up a cliff, man. The eagle eats meat. You know, the eagle don't eat vegetables, don't eat corn. It eats meat, man. It's a bird of prey. You can't eat no eagle, man. You know?
And the
ostrich. Give me ostrich in the Bible dictionary. But this Bible was written in 1611, man. So they call some animals by different titles. You know, nevertheless, these animals still exist. We just call it by certain different. You know what I mean? They call it the swine back then. Today we call it the pig. You know what I mean? So just for edification purposes, I'm gonna show you what ostrich is. Right there.
Common M.
Ostrich O.
No, I'm noticing here. Most of the animals that we can eat, they eat obviously chew the cud and them thing. Yeah, it's very basic, like clean stuff. Like you said, as well, a cow have so much just to process grass.
Yeah, can't. Exactly.
And then the animals that we can't eat, like the scavenging birds and everything. Like we're not to eat an animal if we find it dead of its own. Yeah. And some of them animals that we're not allowed to eat, they would eat something found dead of its own. So it's like them animal, they don't keep the way. So
we eat animals that have good diets. You know what I mean? Like with the ostrich, you get it.
Yes, looking for a country. OSFIAG.
OSFIAGE.
What's it?
No, let's move forward. All right, cool. For time's sake, the ostrich is an ostrich. Now, you know what I mean? The ostrich is a bird. He has wings, but you can't eat that bird, man. You know what I mean? You can't eat that. I don't know if anyone eats it, but you can't eat ostrich. In fact, in the German market, they have ostrich burger. Every November, they have ostrich burger. You can't eat that. You know?
And the ostrich and the osprey and the vulture.
And the vulture. For Jamaica, there's the famous vulture. That's good. Famous vulture, man. Jam crow, man. You can't eat that, man. A vulture is something that eats dead carcasses. Geographical, you see like a dead lion on the floor, and you see vultures in the sky surrounding it, man. And they come down, they dispose of that carcass. Or what will happen is a lion will kill a zebra,
And what the lion can't eat, the bits of meat that the lions can't get to, the vultures come and they finish to rest up, man. You can't eat that, man. We done?
And the kite.
And the kite, what's a kite? Yeah, for me. And you can't eat a kite neither. This flu got me.
Not all.
But yeah, because you get that from the kite. I think kites are back, you know, for Chris. I'm missing like that.
It's like a bird, like a falcon. It's kite is a common name for certain birds of prey. It's like in a family acupied trade.
There you go, man. So these prey birds like the falcon, the vulture, you know, birds that sit on high and watch other birds and swoop down and eat them. You can't eat them, man. You can't eat the kite, the ostrich, the vulture, the eagle. You done?
And the kite.
And the kite after his kind. So any kind of kite, the vulture, the hawk, you know what I mean, the eagle, any after that kite, any animal that has the same kind of characteristics as a kite, you done?
Verse 15, and every raven after his kind.
And the raven, everyone knows what a raven is. The ravens are usually they're usually associated with horror movies like The Crow. You always see ravens, you know what I mean, them black kind of goth kind of birds. You can't eat that neither, you know?
And the owl.
And the owl, you know what I mean? You see an owl at night time, they eat mice and so forth. You can't eat the owl, man. We done?
And the nighthawk.
And the nighthawk, we done?
And the cuckoo.
You done?
And the hawk.
Oh, the cuckoo is he's a pelican. What's the one, man? I think it's a pelican. The cuckoo is a pelican. You can't eat that neither, you done?
And the hawk after his kind.
You done?
And and the little owl, and the cormorant, and the great owl.
We done? There's the owl, but the little owl and the big owl, same kind. We done?
And the swan.
And the swan, you can't eat a swan, man. When you go to the park to feed them ducks, you always see 1 or 2 swans, man. That big white bird that lives on water. You can't eat that. We done?
And the elephant.
And you know what that means too? Swan has good feet. You know, so you can't eat the swan. What else can't you eat? That means you can't eat duck neither, man.
Right.
Duck is against the law in the Bible. You know, you got many people that eat duck, and you know what I mean? Duck is an abomination. You can't eat duck. You can't eat swan. You can't eat duck. Anything with web feet. We done?
And the eagle.
We done? That's not you.
And the stork.
And the stork. You know what I mean? Look at the get yourself some stork butter. Look at the container, man. That will let you know what stork is. It's a bird with a thin, long neck, it's a thin, skinny leg. You can't eat that. You done?
And the heron.
And the heron.
After her kind.
Yeah. See, how you know chicken were mentioned in there, man? You can eat chicken, black man. Guess what you can eat also, man? You can eat pigeon also, according to the Bible. Not many people would like to eat pigeon, but pigeon is lawful according to the Bible. Chicken is lawful according to the Bible. Them birds were mentioned here. You can eat chicken. You can eat turkey. You can eat pigeon. You can eat a dove according to the Bible. Can't eat predator birds. We don't know.
And the lapwing and the bat, all fowls that creep, going upon all oars, shall be an abomination unto you.
So anything that crawls, any insect is an abomination. Anything, man. But the Bible's going to say there's some insects you can't eat, and the Bible's going to clarify that. We done?
Verse 21. Yet these may ye have of every flying, creeping thing.
So a flying, creeping thing, meaning a flying insect. These are the ones you can eat. We done?
That goeth up, that goeth upon all foot, which have legs above their feet.
They're like legs above their feet, mean like knees, kind of.
Yeah.
We done?
To leap withal upon the earth.
There you go. Knees to jump. You've seen grasshoppers that jump, locusts that jump. Certain fleas and stuff can jump. We done?
Verse 22. Even these of them ye may eat, the locusts after his kind.
You can eat locusts, man. That's why John the Baptist was found eating locusts and wild honey. Locusts, because all locusts eat is grass. So when you eat the locust, what are you eating? You're eating grass, man. That's like, it's a healthy insect you can eat. We done?
And the books like it, and the old locust.
And the bold locust is another type of locust. We done?
After his kind, it's like it, and the beetle after his kind.
And you can eat beetle also. I would never want to eat a beetle, but you can eat a beetle, man. It's lawful according to the Bible. No man can see you eating a beetle and say you're not supposed to eat that, man. No man can look at you funny if you're eating a beetle. It's your God-given right to eat a beetle if you choose so. The same way it's your God-given right to have 10 children if you want to. It's your God-given right to have no children if you want to. It's your God-given right to have 10 wives if you want, 0 if you want. It's your God-given right to eat pigeon if you choose to, man. You know what I mean? As long as you're in the confines of the law, you can do whatever you want. You can eat a beetle if you choose to. If you choose to, so like
And the grasshopper after his kind.
And the grasshopper, you can eat a grasshopper as well. When people in the Middle East to this day eat grasshoppers, man. They pop their head up and fry them and eat grasshoppers. Read verse 23.
23. But all other flying, creeping things which have 4 feet shall be an abomination unto you.
All right, I got that. Probably stressing the scripture too much. All right, Paul, give me Deuteronomy 14:11. No, what question line now?
We got one from Sister Elaine asking. One second. It's about tights, she was saying. Can I wear leggings? Not sure if they're a form of pants.
This is a joke. See, a lot of fake Israelites say women can't wear pants. A woman can wear pants. You know what I mean? Give me scripture Deuteronomy 22:5. Okay. This is scripture to go to about women not wearing pants. Deuteronomy 22:5.
By the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22 and verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
So the Bible says a woman can't wear that which belongs to a man. So a lot of people read that, well, she can't wear pants because pants belong to a man. But that's not what it's saying here is, I'm not supposed to look at a woman and be like, is that a man or a woman? I'm not sure. The Lord wants a man to look like a man and a woman to look like a woman. And there's pants out there that's made for women, man. There's pants out there that you can look, oh yes, that's a woman in the pants. You know what I mean? There's pants out there that you can say, that's a man. The Lord said, you're not meant to see a woman with some baggy jeans and a hat backwards from behind and be like, is that a man or a woman? The Lord don't want that. The Lord wants masculinity and femininity. You give a man a beard, a woman no beard. The same way you can look at a lion and say, oh, that's a lion. Look at a lioness, oh, that's a lioness. The Lord wants that with man and woman. That's the point he's making here. You know what I mean? And the white man's made clothing for women. Inside it is clothing that women wear and it's clothing that men wear. And you can look at, oh, that's a man, that's a woman. That's what the Lord wants. You know what I mean? If pants are for women, if pants are for men and men only, then why can't I wear some pink jeans? They're men, aren't they? They're for men. Why can't I wear pink jeans? Well, you would say I'm a homosexual because you know them pants are for women. You know what I mean? You can't get mad at Young Thug when he wears pink jeans or tight leggings because you know that them pants are made for women. The white man made them pants for women. That's the point the Lord's making here. So like,
I was about to say the exact same thing. Like with a lot of these rap stars, everyone's upset when they wear those tight jeans and all that, but then they're wearing pants. So what's the problem?
They're wearing pants. It don't matter what color it is. They're wearing pants. You can't wear pants. You know that them pants are women's pants, man, and that's why everyone's angry for them for wearing it. We don't get out 22:05.
I've got some like that as well. Breeches in the scriptures, yeah.
So
that's trousers, yeah. So they did have trousers back then, but Christ was wearing a garment down to the foot. So what was he? Was he a tranny or something? Trying to say he's wearing a fucking dress? Obviously not. It's a man can wear. It's long down to the foot, but it's a man's garment. Exactly. Just like how you can have thing what you might describe it, say look like breeches, but it's pink and tight. Clearly, a woman's breeches.
Exactly. You meant to look at the point he's making is no cross dressing, no RuPaul, no them stag dudes, the man put on fishnet tights and up to none of that, man. A man cannot put on a woman's garment. A woman can't have on a man's garment. In here, man. Christ had a garment down to the foot. Christ would wear a dress. Christ is like, that's like today. You got coats that come to your waist. You got coats, trench coats. He's come down longer. That's what Christ had on. You have a skirt on. You have a dress on. Give me Deuteronomy 22:5 again.
Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
There you go. Men wear t-shirts too. That means a woman can't wear t-shirt. Women can't wear coats. Men wear hats. Women can't wear hats. You know what I mean? It's just if you're wearing a man's form of a hat, man, you're wearing a man's form of a t-shirt, and vice versa. Don't women wear t-shirts? So that means men can't wear t-shirts. Of course we can. But I can't wear a woman's kind of t-shirt. I can't wear a pink t-shirt. I can't wear a pink tight one with glitter on there. You know what I mean? That's homosexual right there. And we know the Lord don't like homosexual. He don't like cross-dressing. He don't like, the Bible says, no effeminate shall enter the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
The Lord don't like a man who's born a man with woman tendencies. He'll like a man that's a man having sex with another man. He'll like a man who's a man. The Lord don't deal with that, man. We don't know.
Either shall a man put on a woman's garment,
and neither should a man put on a woman's garment, man. You see the white boys when they're getting married, what's it called, stag do?
Can't.
When they get their friend all bladdered and put a bra on it, put lipstick on it. You know what I mean? Fishnets. That's against the law, man. A man should have put on a woman's garment. I don't care if it's for a joke, man. A man should have put on a woman's garment, man. You know what I mean? That's something like that.
There's some more comments on it today.
Can't pass in 1 minute. So a man should do that. That's the point it's making. A man should have put on a woman's garment. A man should be cross-dressing. If his son ever puts on your shoes, you meant to beat him, man. You know what I mean? Beat him and put the shoes up high. Because that's where it starts. A man should have put on a woman's garment. Read that. Sorry, get the comments, you know.
Yeah, we got Tazab Bawai saying, I don't understand the tuna because tuna has scales, just very small, almost invisible. So technically, is it not clean?
All right. What you don't understand is Moses gave the law, what, 6,000 years ago? Roughly. Now, there was no microscopes back then. So when they went fishing and they picked up a tuna, what would they do with it? Throw it back in the water? They ain't eating it because they can't see it. Now, under the microscope, nearly every animal has scales under the microscope. So that shows you that the Lord was talking about scales you can see, man. Scales that if you do this with a knife, you can feel it come off. That's what the Lord was talking about. How do you know under the microscope that crab don't have scales? How do you know that under the microscope, close up, sharks don't have scales? The Lord was talking about what you can see. You know what I mean? He wasn't getting all what's the word?
Semantic.
All semantic and another one I like, man. Technical. He was saying, guys, you go out there, you catch your net in the water, you know what I mean? You bring all your fish on land, you open it up, the ones with scales, keep, one with no scales, throw them away. The Lord wasn't saying, now what you do is get your microscope out, check deep. He wasn't getting into all that, is what you can see. So Moses himself, when he caught fish and they had no scales and they didn't pull out a microscope, threw it back in the water, man. Andrew, James, Peter, which were all fishermen, when they went fishing, they didn't have a microscope. So when they looked at fish, what did they do? Looked at it, no scales, throw it back in the water. They didn't get no microscope or nothing. You know what I mean? And from what I'm hearing is a lot of unclean fish have scales under the microscope. You research it, you know what I mean? Even the human beings, you know what I mean? Close up, we have all types of bacteria, you know, under our skin and so forth. But we're going by what we can see. Any more questions?
Yeah, we got damage Israel. Is misspelled Israel there. Shalom, brothers. Can the rabbit eat?
No, you can't eat a rabbit. If it means you can eat a rabbit, can you eat a rabbit? And no, you cannot eat a rabbit. Give me Leviticus 11 again. You can't eat a rabbit. You can have a rabbit as a pet in your house. If you don't like rabbits, you can get the rabbit. You know what I mean? Stroke a rabbit and all sorts. But you can't eat a rabbit, man. You can't have rabbit fur shoes, rabbit fur coat, because the Bible says you cannot. The hair, Leviticus 11 and
verse 5.
Yeah, that.
Leviticus the 11th chapter and the 5th verse. And the coney.
And the coney, a coney is a form of rabbit, you know?
Because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof. So
the rabbit doesn't have the requirements that we read earlier. You don't have to split hoof and chew the cud, you know?
He is unclean unto you.
He is unclean, you know?
Verse 6. And the hair.
And the hair, another form of rabbit. This part of the law is going into the rabbit family, the rodent family, saying you can't eat them, man. You know?
Because he cud, but divideth not the hoof. He is unclean unto you.
There you go. You can't eat that. Give me verse 29.
Verse 29. These also shall be unclean unto you.
So Everything I'm about to read is unclean unto you. Also are unclean unto you. Every single thing that I'm about to read now is unclean. You cannot eat it. Read on.
Among the creeping things that creep upon the earth, the
weasel. You can't eat the weasel. That's unclean to you. Read on.
And the mouse.
And the what?
And the mouse.
And a rabbit is from the rodent family, the same family as the mouse, man. You can't eat a mouse. You can't eat a rabbit. No rabbit pie. No rabbit stew. It's against the law to eat rabbit. But if you got daughters and they like rabbits, you know, the bunnies and so forth, you know, you can get a pet. Feed the carrot or whatnot, but you can't eat a rabbit. You can't have rabbit shoes, rabbit coat, chinchilla coat, or none of that. It's against the law in the Bible. No more questions, no? All right, cool. All right, give me Matthew 15:11.
All right, the book of Matthew, the 15th chapter.
Okay, so these are the words of Christ, man. Jesus Christ, a black man from the tribe of Judah. And this is Christian favorite scripture, man. You know what I mean? Christians love this scripture. Read that for me. All
right. Not that which goeth into the mouth defileth a man.
Ooh, so Christ saying here, that which goes in your mouth don't make you unclean. Don't defile it a man. So a Christian like, so who are you to tell me I can't eat pork, man? Or the mouse or crab or shrimp or lobster, man? When Christ himself is saying that which goes in your mouth don't make you unclean. So you know what I mean? Honestly, the king right here, and he says I can eat what I want. So who are you to tell me I can't eat pork, man? That's the law of Moses right there, man. You just don't know the Bible. Read it again.
Go into the mouth, defileth a man.
So Christ saying that which goes in your mouth, that'll make you unclean. That won't defile you. So I can eat what I want, man. I can eat that crab, that shrimp, that lobster, you know what I mean, that pork.
But that which cometh out of the mouth, this defileth a man. And
that's what Christians say, man. You're bringing it to your grandmas. This is the first scripture you're putting you. So listen, I can eat what I want, man. Christ himself said that which goes into the mouth. You know what I mean? But what the problem is, Christians want to go to verse 11, not verse 1. So let's see what was happening here. What was happening, why Christ said this. Give me verse 1.
Right. Then came Jesus, scribes and Pharisees, which were of Jerusalem, saying.
So Christ was chilling with his disciples, man. You know, black people, you know, chill sometime and eat. You know, after camp, us brothers, after camp, us brothers might go KFC, sit down. You know what I mean? Go over the scriptures, eat some. And while Christ is doing that, the scribes came to him, religious leaders came to him. You know what I mean? It's like after camp, me and this brother here, we're sitting down chilling. And some Christians come over like, yo, that's some Hebrew Israelite guys over there, you know. You know what I mean? Come, and let's go see what they're about. You know what I mean? Let's see how good they know the scriptures. He's sitting with his disciples, and then Pharisees come over, scribes come over, religious leaders, man, Christians came over. You know?
Verse 2. Why did thy disciples transgress the traditions of the elders?
Sorry, that again, verse 2.
Why did thy disciples transgress the traditions of the elders?
So while they were sitting down, they came over to me like, yo, you're Christ, can I talk for a minute? You know, they want to catch him up, make him look silly in front of the disciples. Like, so why do your disciples transgress the tradition of them? How come they don't follow the tradition of the elders? We're going to read and find out what that tradition was. Read.
For they wash not their hands when they eat bread.
When they do what?
When they eat bread.
When they eat what?
When they eat bread.
So meat wasn't even in the equation. We're talking about bread here. It didn't say when they eat pork or crab or lobster. The disciples here are eating bread. So why do your disciples transgress the law of our elders, man? Look at them. They ain't washing their hands, man. That's nasty. You know what I mean? And that's what these religious leaders do, man. They say, okay, he's making bread in the Bible. Look, he ain't wash his hands. Look at these nasty people, man. You know what I mean? Christ is only around with people that don't wash their hands. It's nasty, man. You know what I mean? Look, Christ's disciples from Aston the Handsworth, they got braids in their hair. We got a clean shave line up. You know what I mean? We're what's the word? We look good to the public. Look at these niggas, man, with baggy jeans on it. They got a little dead end 9 to 5 job. You know what I mean? We're the big religious leaders, but we got the suit and tie. We wash our hands before I eat. That was the situation here. The Christ's disciples were washing their hands, and these religious stush leaders look at them like, oh, look at these nasty people, man, don't wash their hands. Look at them from Nazareth, man. One's a fisherman, they claim to the Bible so well. Don't wash their hands, man. Read that.
Verse 3. But he answered and said unto them, why do ye also transgress the commandments of God?
Okay, so we set the scene. The disciples were washing their hands. So let's go back to verse 11. Read.
Verse 11. Not that which goeth into the mouth defileth a man.
So what is that which goes into the mouth? Is it pork? Is it crab? Is it lobster? No. It's saying that which goes in your mouth will defile a man. They're saying you're not washing your hands before you eat, man. So Christ said, no, worry about that. We are unclean because our hands are dirty. We are unclean because we didn't wash our hands. You know what I mean? That don't make it unclean. He's not talking about meat. He's not talking about crab, shrimp, or lobster. He's talking about washing your hands. 1 second. All right, give me verse 17.
The 17th verse. Do not ye yet understand that whatsoever entereth in at the mouth goeth into the belly, and is cast out into the drought?
So if you don't believe what I'm saying, if you still believe Christ talking about pork, what Christ himself can explain what he's talking about. Read.
Verse 18. But those things which proceed out of the mouth come from the heart, and they defile a man.
Okay, give me verse 20.
These are the things which defileth a man.
Read.
But to eat with unwashed hands defileth not a man.
So Christ explained what he's talking about. But read it again, verse 20.
These are the things which defileth a man.
So Christ explains, these are the things which defile a man. He said it. If you read verse 18, it says theft, fornication, evil thoughts, defile a man. Read.
But to eat with unwashed hands.
To eat with what?
To eat with unwashed hands.
But to eat with unwashed hands. Read.
Defileth not a man.
Them things don't defile you, man. Them things don't make you clean. The whole concept of the story was eating with unwashed hands, had nothing to do with pork, had nothing to do with crab, shrimp, lobster. And Christ summed it up again. He wrapped it up and let you know what he was talking about again, man. Christ said, but to eat with unwashed hands, that don't make you unclean. Christ wasn't talking about no pork. He wasn't talking about no shrimp, lobster, no rabbit. He was talking about eating with unwashed hands, man. Them things don't make you dirty, man. But to be a homosexual, that makes you dirty, man. To eat pork, that makes you dirty. That's what Christ was making here. Christ wasn't eating meat in this scenario, he was eating bread. So how about Christian going to pull the scripture, man? It's like the other one.
Now, and it's heavy because, like, I mean, they're trying to debate with him over unwashed hands. When look at the things that they're doing, why do you think he mentioned outside the heart, you know what I mean, and like those things that he was on about? Because they was doing them things, they're arguing about unwashed hands.
And they're talking about the tradition of the elders. A tradition? Like, it's not the law, it's a tradition. You know what I mean? It's my tradition to drink every week. Getting vexed about some traditions. You know what I mean? It's my tradition to, you know what I mean? Some people have all types of traditions. Some people get, you know what I mean, do certain stuff. What's that law? And you're angry at Christ over some tradition about washing hands. But it's not law. Meanwhile, you're vexed with Christ about tradition. Meanwhile, you're breaking the law, man. The Bible says you should have no king that's not of your people over you. And what does the scribes and Pharisees say when Christ was crucified? We have no king but Caesar, man. You know what I mean? When the Bible says you're forbidden to have any king over you, but meanwhile, we're breaking the tradition of the elders. But all right, drop that. Give me 1 Timothy 4:3.
Alright, which one? 1 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 3. Forbidden to marry.
Do verse 1.
Verse 1. Alright. Verse 1. Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter time some shall depart from the faith.
Like, this is the Spirit speaking, saying in the latter time, in today's time, the last days, man, some shall depart from the faith. You know what I mean? There's many people that leave the truth, man. You know what I mean? For you to depart from the faith, meaning you had to be in it. It's like talking about non-believers, man, people in the world, Christians. Talking about people in the I.S.U.P.K, man, that depart from the faith. We don't.
Giving heed to seducing spirits.
Giving heed to seducing spirits, man. Giving attention to seducing spirits. We get many people that's in the I.S.U.P.K call us, man, saying, you know what, I'm not too sure to break down no more, you know. Well, it was on YouTube, yeah, and this guy had a breakdown. It was kind of convincing. You might want to look into it, you know. First, I was trying to get that, man. They're giving heed to seducing spirits, man. I think many people go, you know what? I was on YouTube and this is free that shit's house kind of. It makes sense, you know. Why would you stay here? You know what I mean? It's like, yeah. You get that a lot. Is that? Yeah, many people give us the spirit to get that. That's in the Bible, man. We done.
To seducing spirits and doctrines of devils.
And doctrines of devils, man. Doctrines of deceivers, man. This one white blue doctrine is to deceive you, man.
Right.
That's not the truth. The doctrine of fleeing, the doctrine of the devil, man, to deceive you, man. We done.
Verse 2, speaking lies in hypocrisy.
And these new doctrines that catch these brothers speaking lies, man. The Christian church speak lies and hypocrisy, man. They say that the Lord's done away with. Meanwhile, if you get attacked, you get kicked out of the church, man. You know what I mean? Listen, you can eat pork, crab, shit, and lobster, man. But if you abort your babies, they'll kick out the church. It's hypocrisy. How could the Lord be done away with, but they get mad at me for getting attacked you? Where's that law contained in the Old Testament? They speak lies and hypocrisy. You know?
Having their conscience seared with a hot iron.
And their conscience is seared with a hot iron, man. You know, back in slavery, they'll brand the slave, they'll burn him with a hot iron. You know what I mean? Number 42. You know what I mean? And that's the conscience of these pastors nowadays, man. These people, their conscience is seared. I mean, you can't change them, man. You can't tell them now, man. Look, listen, man. Christ is black, man. The conscience is seared. It's seared with a hot iron. You can show it to them in the Bible, like, no, Christ is white. Because the conscience, the inner person is seared. Seared with a hot iron. It's branded. You can't get that done away with.
Right.
Yeah, we done.
Verse 3, forbidden to marry.
Some of these doctrines are going to forbid man to marry. We done.
And commanding to abstain from meat.
There you go. So read that again, verse 3. So this is your Christian church now. They're going to say, okay, so you're forbidding me to marry. And you're forbidding me to eat meat, man. God said that in the last days, some people are going to come and they're going to forbid you to eat meat. So you're telling me I can't eat pork. You're forbidding me to eat meat. You're telling me I can't eat crab. You're forbidding me to eat meat, man. The scripture's talking about you. Read that again, verse 3.
Verse 3, forbidden to forbidden to marry, and commanding to abstain from meat.
So he's saying, in the last time, some people are going to command me to stay from meat, man. You're saying I can't eat pork. You're saying I can't eat crab, shrimp, lobster. You're commanding me to abstain from meat, man. You must be this deceiver in the last days. That's what these Christians say, you know. That's what they say to us. You know what I mean? But they don't understand that Paul wrote this Bible, man. Like Paul wrote the book of Timothy. So let's learn a bit about Paul, man. You know what I mean? Let's see what kind of man Paul is before we, jump to conclusions. Give me Acts 24:14.
The book of Acts, chapter 24.
Hold that,
40,
yeah.
Verse like that.
Remember, Paul wrote the book of Timothy, man. So let's find out about Paul. 24:40.
Right. But this I confess unto thee.
So this is I confess. You know what I mean? Confess means like when you give a confession at court, you're telling people something. Paul saying, this is what I'm telling to you. Read.
That after the way which they call heresy, so worship I the God of my fathers.
What did Paul do? Worship my fathers.
So worship I the God of my fathers.
So Paul said he worshipped the God of his fathers, and the God of his fathers are Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The same God that said you can't eat pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. Read on.
Believe in all things. Believe in all things.
So Paul believes in all things. Read.
Which are written in the law.
Which are where?
Which are written in the law.
And eating pork is written in the law. Paul said he believes in all things that are written in the law. So why would Paul tell Timothy it's okay to eat pork? When Paul believes in the law, read on.
And in the prophets.
And in the prophets, Paul believes in Isaiah, Ezekiel, Hosea. So why would Paul eat Timothy? Why would Paul tell Timothy to eat pork? Obviously, pastors. There's a confusion here somewhere. Just clear it up, man. Go back to 1 Timothy 4.
Verse 3.
4 and 3.
1 Timothy 4 and 3. Forbidden to marry and commanding to abstain from meat.
Okay, now this is the problem. We just read, man. Paul is a Jew, man. He keeps the laws of God, man. So when Paul says eating meat, he's not talking about pork. He's not talking about crab, shrimp, lobster. You're from the UK, man. So if I say to you, listen, you want some meat? I'm not talking about cat. So what these Christians are doing, they read the word meat, yeah, and they're relating it to today, where pork is cool. You got to relate the Bible to a Jew who follows the law. Is pork meat to a Jew? No. If you the same way rat ain't meat to you. If you go to the butcher and go, listen, I got a pound of meat and I got a pound of rat. Which one is meat to you? Is the rat meat to you? No. But if you take that same meat to China, that's meat to them. Exactly. You got to read the Bible in context, man. You got to read the Bible from a Jew's eyes. Pork ain't meat to Paul. Crab ain't meat to Paul. He's a Jew, man. The same way that today, rat ain't meat to you, but it's meat to the Chinese. So you got to read it in the context, man. The same way rat ain't meat to you. Rat ain't meat to you, but it's meat to Chinese. Wherever you go in the world, context changes. So because pork's meat to you in 2016, that ain't meat to Paul 2,000 years ago. Nah, it's not meat to Paul. If I say to you, I went out, I had a good time. In England, that means I went for a drink. Like I went to Saudi Arabia where drinking is illegal, and I said I went out, I had a good time. Does that mean I had a drink? No. Because depending on where you're living, depending on your customs and your circumstances, things change. Right. Exactly. Things are different. Your Rasta man said had a good time. Most likely he smoked weed and stuff. If a Muslim man had a good time, most likely, he sat down, had a quiet talk. It changes. So what you don't understand is pork ain't meat to Paul. You're reading it from a westernized perspective. That's not meat to Paul. I'm not proving it in the Bible. You know? Verse 4.
Right. Verse 4. For every creature,
verse 3.
Forbidden to marry and commanded to abstain from meat.
There you go, man. So some Dutch out there are going to command you to abstain from meats, man. We're not talking about crab, shrimp, and lobster. We're talking about real meats, like the Buddhists, like the Catholics. The Catholics say you can't eat meat on Tuesdays, man. The word carnival comes from the Catholic word, a Latin word, which the Catholic started. Carnival, because they wouldn't eat meat that day. Some of these Buddhist religions don't eat the cow. That's abstaining from meats. Real meats, man, not pork, not crab, not rat. You know?
Which God have created.
Which God did what?
Which God have created to be received with thanksgiving.
Okay, so what we read in Leviticus 11, man. What meat did God create to be received with thanksgiving? You weren't pork. The Bible said that's unclean to you. You weren't crab. The Bible said that's unclean to you. The Bible said which God have created to be received with thanksgiving. That's the cow, man. The cow was created to be received.
Right.
We read that in Leviticus 11. That was created to be received with thanksgiving.
Right.
We read that in Leviticus 11. So again, man, it's talking about clean meats, man. The times are coming when people are going to make doctrine that say you can't eat meat. I'm not talking about pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. Talking about clean meat, man. If I'm a Jew, I'm talking to another Jew. I don't have to clarify myself. I'm talking to his brother now. Go, listen, Prussia, when you go shop, can you buy me some meat, please? But not rat, dog, and cat. You know what meat is because we're the same upbringing. We're from the same community. So Paul don't have to clarify. Why would Paul have to clarify and say, by the way, when I mean meat, I'm not talking about rat. I'm not talking about cat. Why would he have to clarify? When he's a Jew talking to another Jew, when both of them know what the deal is, why would he have to clarify? I'm in Jamaica and I say, yo, I love all women, man. Do you want me to love Chinese women, Arab women? I mean, all Jamaican women. So when Paul says meat, he don't have to clarify. He says meat because the people he's reading to know what I want already. Yeah, read on.
So which God have created to be received with thanks, even
read on.
Of them.
So meat which God created to be received with thanksgiving to them people, read.
Which believe and know the truth.
Which know the what?
Which know the truth.
So who are those that know the truth, man? That's a black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian.
That's right.
And in this Bible, we know the truth. And in Leviticus 11, the animals you can eat and can't eat, man. And that's the problem. Your pastor don't know the Bible. This scripture is not talking about pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. This is how you're supposed to break it down. Give me verse 4.
Verse 4.
Verse 3, sorry.
Again, verse 3.
God.
Forbidden to marry.
Okay, so these are the doctrines of devils, man. The first one is forbidden to marry. This is your Catholic Church right here, man, telling you that you can't, if you want to be a pastor or bishop, you can't have a wife, man. You got to be celibate. There, the Catholic Church telling men that he can't marry, man. Also, going to the Christian Church saying that you can only have one wife. If you're telling the man he can only have one wife, he can have 2, 3, 4. What are you doing, man? To marry, man.
That's right.
If you give man a marriage license, and what do you call it, bigamy, polygamy, lock them up, you are forbidden man to marry. That's what the Bible's talking about, you know?
And commanding to abstain from meat.
And who commands people to abstain from meat? The Catholic Church, man. That Hindu religion saying you can't eat the cow's holy. The Catholic Church saying you can't eat meat on Tuesdays, man. Good Friday, you can't eat meat, man. You ever know about that, innit? You gotta eat fish. They're telling you to abstain from meats, man. Read.
Which God have created to be received with thanksgiving.
God created these meats to be eaten, man. In Leviticus 11, they created so you can be eaten, so that they can be eaten. And they're telling you you can't eat these clean animals. Meanwhile, you can molest children. They're telling you you can't eat these clean animals. Meanwhile, they got pork in the church. It's like
Of them which believe and know the truth.
All right, give me verse 4.
For every creature of God is good.
There you go. So Christian, go see every creature of God is good. Every clean creature, yeah? Again, I said Paul is a Jew. What did that specify? He said, go to shop and get some meat for me. Oh, before you go by, when I mean meat, I don't mean cat, rat, dog. Why would you specify? Paul the Jew speaks to another Jew, and they both know what's going on already. Innit? We're both Jews, innit? Listen, if I go to you, listen,
Get me a meat pizza.
if you said to me, you want a drink? What do you want? I'll give you anything, man. Do I specify? Oh, when I mean anything, I don't mean bleach. I don't mean Mr. Muscle. I'll specify. When a Muslim guy goes, listen, two Muslims are in Saudi Arabia, this is when they go out to have a good time. Oh, by good time, I mean no drink, no prostitutes. They know, they live in the same understanding. They're both Muslims. They know what a good time is to them. You know what I mean? So why does Paul specify? Speaking to Jews that don't eat pork, don't eat crab, lobster. So every animal, man, every clean animal here is what?
Is good.
It's good, man. You know what I mean? The cow is good, the goat is good, the ram is good, the lamb is good, you know?
And often to be refused.
Meant to be refused. You know, you want to be a vegetarian, you can't tell me I can't eat meat, man. You can't tell me that, you're sinning if you're eating meat. You know?
If it be received with thanks, even.
And that's how you put it in the scripture. That's what Paul's talking about right there. Paul's a Jew, man. You know what I mean? Born and raised a Jew. His father was a Jew. His father was a Jew. He no pork's wrong, man. You know what Paul specify? Paul said everything's good here. You know what I mean? Read the Bible from a 2016 point of view. You know what I mean? So like, give me Genesis 7 and 2, man.
And the next verse is good too.
Go on, hit me.
Verse 5. It is sanctified by the word of God.
Okay, so sanctified is cleansed. What is cleansed by the word of God? Those meats we read in Leviticus 11, man.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Pig ain't sanctified by the word of God. That's an abomination. You can't even eat it. You can't even touch it. You know what I mean? That's not sanctified by the word of God. It's like that.
It's really them Christians there. If they saw their priest here eating a big ass bowl of dog legs and frog legs and all that, would they really accept that verse and
Exactly.
say, if you, and all do in there and everything because anything is clean, isn't it?
So even the white man knows. You know you can't eat dog in England. You're locked up, man.
There you go.
You know, you don't believe me, you better ask me back. You know what I mean? Give me Genesis 7 and 2. Because everyone says that's the Moses law, man. That's the Moses law. You know what? Let's go before Moses. Let's go before Moses, but Noah is before Moses. So other people go, that's the Moses law, man. You don't want to follow Moses. Let's go before Moses.
This is the 7th chapter and verse 2.
So everyone knows the story about Noah who built the ark, and the Christian church says Noah had 2 by 2. That's nowhere in the Bible, man. Noah didn't have 2 of everything in the Bible. You know, we're going to read what Noah had on the ark. We don't know.
Of every clean beast thou shalt take to thee. Of every clean beast.
Of every what?
Of every clean beast.
And this is before Moses. So Noah knew what a clean beast was before Moses. So this law didn't start with Moses, man. It preceded Moses. Of every clean beast. How did Noah know what was clean and unclean? Moses didn't. Moses wasn't born in commandments then. There was no law there. There was the Aaron and Moses telling Noah what's clean and what's not clean. Exactly, because Noah knew what was clean. This law precedes Moses, man. This ain't no Moses law, it's the Lord's law, man. It's on the ark, you know?
Thou shalt take to thee, Evan.
So Moses took 7 clean beasts, man. The Christian church says it took 2 by 2. You know, everything's 2 by 2. It's a lie. Moses has 7 and 7. So Moses has 7 clean female animals. For instance, Moses have 7 ram, male, 7 female ram, 7 female cows, 7 male cows. To them 7 by 7, not 2 by 2. Moses will have 1 pig male, 1 pig female, 7 ram female, 7 ram male. Moses took the clean ones by 7, man. That's in the Bible. We done? And this was called clean before Moses was even born. Before Moses was even half born. We done?
And of the beasts that are not clean by
so Moses took the ones that weren't clean by 2. The pigs, 1 male pig, 1 female pig, 1 woman elephant, 1 male elephant. But the clean ones took them 7. Drop that. Give me 8 actually.
Right. Genesis the 8th chapter and the 20th verse. And Noah builded the and Noah builded an altar on to the Lord.
So after all this happened, man, after all the flood and everything, Noah came off the ark, man, and he built an altar to the Lord. For those that don't know, an altar is like a barbecue grill. He built one out of stone, man. Like a barbecue grill, and in the middle, you put sacrifices on there, and the sweet smell and savor goes up to the Lord, man. Moses built one of those as soon as he come off the ark,
and took of every clean beast.
I took what?
And took of every clean beast.
I took one of every clean beast, man. Not an unclean one, not a pig, not a swine, not a raven. The clean beast was one of each, man. Took the ram, the giraffe, one of every clean beast, you know?
And of every clean owl.
And every clean fowl. Moses got a chicken, he got a dog, he got a pigeon, you know?
And offered them burnt offerings on the altar.
And they offered everyone the clean beast on the altar, man. So why didn't she put an unclean one on the altar? Because Moses, no one knew what was clean and what was unclean, man. This law precedes Moses.
That's right.
Even Noah knew that. If Noah had it, man. Adam had it as well. So this is in the Moses law, man. You're forbidden to eat unclean beasts, man. 1 second. Alright, cool. Give me verse 8, 9 and 8.
Genesis chapter 9 and verse 8. And God spake unto Noah and to his sons with him.
Give me verse 10.
Verse 10. And with every living creature that is with you, the fowl of the cattle and of every beast of the earth with you, from all that goes out of the ark to every beast of the earth.
Yeah, so quite good. Shall we meet you in it?
Oh, kind of.
Where is it? Right, give me 1 second. Give me 2 and 9 and 2. Right. Yeah, verse 3. 9 and 3.
All right, the book of Genesis, chapter 9 and verse 3. Every moving thing.
This is Lord speaking to Noah as soon as he got the ark. You know, I mean, listen carefully. This is the Christian cut right here. Read.
Either shall be meat for you.
So the most is everything that liveth shall be meat to you, man. So the Christians are like, well, you know, don't pig live, don't owl live. But how you know talking about clean only? But yeah, man, how you know the most talk about clean animals only?
It's already been established. What's clean?
But even of each Moses had on the. Is the most talk about pig? How many pigs on the ark?
2.
So if you eat one pig,
Yeah.
That's the most talk about clean animals, man. Got 7, you kill 1, you got 7 and 6 now. You know what I mean? It still can procreate. That's what the most ain't talking about unclean meat, man. Over the time. 12, alright, cool then. Alright, cool. Give me Matthew 3 or 4.
Alright, the book of Matthew, chapter 3 and verse 4. And the same John camel's hair.
So John had raiment and clothing of camel hair. You know?
and a leather girdle,
and a leather girdle around his waist, read.
about his loins, and his meat
And his meat, his food, read on.
was locusts.
So John ate locusts, man. Why did John eat locusts? Because in the Bible we read that locusts are good to eat. You can eat locusts. You know what I mean? A lot of people would eat themselves, but it's lawful to eat, man. And it said John had a coat for a camel's hair, but the Bible said, touch it. How would John have a coat full of camel's hair? I want to my line. Anyone allowed to answer that question? Yeah. The Bible says you can't touch the carcass. So in order for you to get a camel's coat, you got to touch the carcass. How is that possible? When John didn't break the law, John was a sinner.
I think so, yeah, but I'm not sure. You see, with the local selling thing, yeah, that just goes to show it's not just about it. And you know, the pig is nasty. If you've seen it all rubbing around the mud, you wouldn't want to eat it anyway. Really, naturally, like you've seen it, like it gives birth and just eats the thing that it pushes out. Like you wouldn't want to eat that. It's disgusting. Like
Chips and all sorts of nuts. Yeah. But so guys, what's that thing? Like on the flip side, you kind of pig that you raise yourself, feed it corn or whatnot, it don't matter. And on the flip side, you kind of pigeon which eats nastiness. You can eat it. So it's not about what looks good to the eye and what you think is good. It's what the Lord said. You know what I mean?
like you said with the sodium, like pork is very salty, and even like chemically it's full of sodium. Sodium gives massively high in sodium. Everything will mash up your clot. And black people and white people got different biology. It's something like we get different diseases, different sicknesses. We're more prone to blood clots than white.
Like anyone with some, NHS, black people are always going for diabetes checkups, blood pressure. Don't get me wrong, other nations do it too, but black people, listen. Every old person in my family got diabetes, high blood pressure, swollen ankles. Like God showing me that He disapproves of your lifestyle, man. Telling you that, listen, they can do it on but you can't do it, man. God disapproves of how you're living, what you eat. You know what I mean? Other nations race mix really what happens to us, man. You know what I mean? We get lynched for doing it. In the 50s, the black and white get lynched for it, man. Look at Tiger Woods. Everything we do, that's wrong. The Lord disapproves of it, man. And it shows, the evidence is there.
We got an attempt from Elaine, says the camel died of natural causes.
Nah. So the carcass, but you can't have the carcass of any animal. You can't touch it. So how are you gonna get the fur, the wool? How are you gonna do it? How?
So like also, I don't know if she knows already, but Elaine, if it dies of natural causes, you still can't touch it, even if it's a clean animal like a sheep. If you find it dead, you still can't ramp with it in it. It's unclean.
As the brother said, yeah. If it died of natural causes, you can't eat it. Even if it's a clean animal, you can't eat it. You're driving and you see a cow dead on the road. Oh no, it had mange or whatever, or it's died by itself. You can't eat it. It's diseased meat. That's in the Bible also.
He said that sounds mad cruel. Shave the hair before it's dead.
That's right.
Shave the hair before it's dead. Oh, the hair. I'm thinking the skin.
How do you get wool? You don't chew it off. You shave it, and it grows back. It grows back later on. That's what you do.
That's what you can.
So that's how John got the camel coat. The camel's alive. You shave it. It grows back. Make a next coat. That's simple as that.
So that shows that John. I always say he was rich, but he was kind of well off because a camel's hair coat is an expensive coat. Even now.
To this day, camel hair coat is expensive.
If you see camels on TV, yeah, most of the time they're shaven. I've seen camels in person and they were almost like bald. They've been shaved. So I didn't know that. I've just Googled it right now, camel with long hair, and that thing look like a sheep. They look like a big old spackler. It's got enough hair, man. So yeah, there you go. You can see that.
Read it carefully. He doesn't say camel skin. Like leather is cow skin. So you have to kill it. What's this hair? Read it again, 3 or 4.
What's that?
And the same John had his raiment of camel's hair.
Camel's hair, not camel skin. Camel's hair. So that's like, well, John had a blah blah blah. He was holy, and he had a camel hair coat, so he was holy. God didn't hate him, but John didn't have a camel skin coat. Camel's hair. You shave it the same way you shave a sheep. You know what I mean? And what? And it's usually sheep and it's the wool. Cut wool in it.
Unclean animal, like we call them the gangster, them whatever.
Or the chinchilla. They skin it though. They skin it.
Yeah.
So you can't have that, but yeah, you can have a camel's hair coat. I'm gonna get asked him. That's long-winded though. No question line up. All right, with that's the class. We're gonna get to the announcements, the courtesy salute. You know what I mean? Did you have a clue?
You know what? I was thinking skin.
Yeah, everyone
I
does.
was thinking skin.
Everyone does. First thing like, huh?
Okay. That's right. I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K, started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. The rule for new brothers and sisters: when a brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They have to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will call each other. After this 6 months period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, and in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through to 10. Ma'ashara means a tenth in the Hebrew. That's 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give it to the treasury department or to a teacher. Priest fund, a free will offering for priests. That's not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. The upcoming holy convocations is
Prayer. Hanukkah's like
24th of December.
yeah, 24th December, like
All Akim and Aqua, check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone was a trooper in the school, start wearing all black. That's boots, shirts, pants, headband, and scarf.
just can't sleep. That's it.
Yeah. So let's do the courtesy salute. Men of Israel, I imagine Shabbat, Barak, Yahweh, class dismissed.